Good morning student. I am Kamal Bakshi. I am your science teacher. Today I am going my lecture over the chapter that is crop production and management. So the first question comes to our mind, why do we need to learn about crop production and management and what we are supposed to read in this chapter. So the first thing, why we need to read this chapter? In this chapter we get to know about different type of crops, their management, how crop is produced, how their management will be done, and different agriculture practices. And the second question comes to our mind, how crops are related to our daily life. As you know that fruits and vegetables we indulge in our body, that will come from farmers, that will export to the factories and further they will get to us. So our country is the best agriculture country in whole world because 70% of people directly or indirectly connected to agriculture. And by all other means, 1.7.9 million of people are under the land of cultivation. That means 157.9 million of hectare of land is under cultivation. And the further thing we need to learn about this chapter, that is agriculture is the basic root of our system, our food system. So what we are going to read in this chapter, I will give you a review. So the first thing is introduction. The first I will give the introduction. Second, definition of agriculture. Third one is crops and its type, and the fourth one is agriculture practices and crop production process. So in this chapter, when we talk about definition of agriculture, the first thing which comes to our mind when we saw this chapter, that is name itself suggests we will learn about agriculture. So the first thing, that is agriculture. So in this agriculture, we will learn about cultivating soil for growing crops and nurture the animal for food products. So when we talk about agriculture, the two things we have to keep in mind. First thing, we have to cultivate the soil and growing the crops, and second one, we nurturing the animals. So these two things are related to agriculture. If you have to remember this definition, you don't need to just read this definition. You get to know about two things only. That is, first is growing crops and the second one is nurturing the animals, so that we will get the products from plant and animals. Now the second definition is about crops, because this is chapter name is crop production and management. So basic terminology we have to discuss, that is crops. Crop means same kind of plant cultivated on large scale. That means when we say crop means we have to cultivate a plant on a large scale. So what does it mean? If I give an example of, if I say there is a crop of rice, that means there is only the crop of rice on a hectare on a large scale of land. There is no other crop there. So now I will discuss the basic two categories of crops. The two category is kharif crops way, I can tell you the better way. So how can you memorize the steps which is used for the production of crops? So the first thing I will do, that is preparation of soil. Preparation of soil. What does it mean, preparation of soil? Preparation of soil means before we sow any seed, we need to prepare our soil, by which we can give them a thick and fine paste so that the soil should be enough moist to sow the plant. The second thing which I do in my childhood, that is preparation of soil is done. After that, I need to select the seed. But for that, a seed should be selected is a very selectively choice, because if a seed is good, the plant is also grown good later. The third one is adding manure. As we know that we need food to get energy, in the same way plant is also want some nutrient and minerals. So manure is the only thing from which they get the mineral and nutrients. The fourth one is irrigation. Irrigation in a stepwise, but in general language we can say watering the plants. Watering the plant. We need to water the plant at proper regular interval of time, because overcrowded the water with water, that is not the solution, because then your plant not to be healthy. After that we will do protection from weeds. And the sixth one is storage. So the first thing is that when we say protection from weeds, protection of weeds. Weeds are the unwanted plants that is grown along with your crop, but we have to remove them without harming our plant. So these are the steps I just included in my childhood when we grow a plant, and then the plant should be healthy. If you give the proper steps should be followed with this. So now we will discuss the crop production process. Crop production process. So the first step is preparation of soil. Okay, and the second step is, as I told you in my childhood, I did preparation of soil, and then the selection of seeds. Selecting, you can say selecting seed. Okay, and sowing them. After that, what we will do? Adding manure and fertilizer. After that, what will you do? Irrigation, and then we will do protection from weeds. And the further step is here harvesting and then storage. To grow a healthy plant, we need to and here we can use. So you use hand, we can say hand. But how is it done? Manually, the preparation of soil will be done when a single people using the cow and bullock to just pull it over into the field so that their soil will be just going to smooth and loosening and tilling will be done. But that process is very tedious, very laborious. So that's the alternative way for us, that by instrument we can use cultivator. Cultivator is a machine that is used to loosening and tilling the soil, and that will help the plant, that will help your crop to grow better. So the other thing we need to learn about this, anything, we need to find the answer of why, how and what. So how it is related with preparation of soil, why, that means why we need to look after the preparation of soil, we need to look after the preparation of soil, because if you can't just look after the preparation of soil, then our plant didn't grow well. Second thing, how it is done, by cultivator, by manually and by instrument. And the other one is, what is preparation of soil? Preparation of soil is just tilling and loosening the soil. Now the second step is selection of seeds. But before that, I tell you one more thing about preparation of soil, that is, it is hard to believe that in the roots there is, because our plant need air, like we need oxygen, in the same way our plant need air. So by loosening the soil, we just create a spacious amount of space in the roots so that plant can breathe, and it will help them to give the nutrients and also grow better. Now we come to the topic that is selection of seed. So when we talk about selection of seed, I give you example. If a seed is good, then plant should be healthy. That we have to opt a good and healthy seed so that plant will later on give us good fruits and vegetables. But the question comes to our mind that how can we select that the seed is good or bad? So I will give you an example. You have to take just take a jar and put water in it, and just you have to take 2 seeds. Okay, the seed which is good, that will sink, and the seed which is bad, that there is a hole in this seed or there is some germs or any pesticide infected them, so that it will flow. So you can differentiate your seeds like a good seed and bad seed. So in other words, when we talk about selection of seed, we can do that seed should be good. Why? Make the plant healthy. Second one, give us good amount of outcome. So outcome will be good. Now sowing of seeds done by 2 methods, that is again manually and mechanically. So mechanically it is done by seed drill, and when we talk about manually means we use our hand to just sow the seeds. And how it is infected, like how it is not more required than mechanically, because when we use seed drill will give the uniform distribution of the seeds in the field, that will help the crop to have the uniform level of the seeds. But when we talk about manually, we use our hands, that is a very time taking process, very long way to go. In the other case, when we talk about mechanically, it is about seed drill. So seed drill, that means that is a mechanical way. We use machines to sow the seeds, that is the uniformly distribution of the seed. Now selection of seed we will do. After that, what will come? Addition of manure and fertilizer. So manure action of microorganism. So why manure is needed? Manure is needed because it increases the holding capacity of the soil. It just uprooted the soil. It gives nutrient to the soil. Like I told you earlier, our body needs food so that we gain energy. In the same way, plant also need nutrients so that they will grow better. So when we talk about fertilizer, fertilizer is also a chemical substance that is obtained by nature. So when we talk about manure, manure is also further categorized into three parts. That is, first is farmyard manure, farmyard. The second is green manure, and the third one is compost. So what does it mean by three? Like farmyard, when we talk about farmyard, in this decomposition done by cattle dung, and in green manure we buried green plants under the soil. And when we talk about compost, in this kitchen waste. That means when we talk about farmyard means the decomposition done by cattle. That means we have to put the decomposition of plant and animals into the corner of the field. When we talk about green means it related to plants, we will use the decomposition of plants and bury the green plants under the soil. And the third one is compost, that will we use the kitchen waste. That means decomposition of the kitchen waste is done. Now, further the fourth step is irrigation. Fourth step is irrigation. So what does it mean by irrigation? Irrigation is nothing. We have to be watering the plants after a regular interval of time. Basically, farmers still depend on the rainy season, but rainy season is not the solution because rain will never come on time. So that will the farmer has to suffer. For that we use many other purposes also, like I can say the sources of irrigation are I can mention, that is river, pond, tube wells. Okay, tube wells. So this is all the type of irrigation. Irrigation means watering the crops after a regular interval of time. Okay, so it is also done by two types, that is manually and that is modern methods. Okay, when we talk about manually means, I will discuss with you manually. What does it mean by manually? Even we discussed earlier also. When we talk about manually means in this obviously a farmer use the cow and blocks and pull the water into the well so that they just feed their crop. But when we talk about modern methods, so modern methods are further classified into four categories. That is the first one, second one, and the third one. The first one is furrow method. That is four methods. And for irrigation, you can say irrigation. The second one is basin irrigation. The third one is sprinkle, and then we can use drip. So how can we define the furrow irrigation? Furrow irrigation, we just need to put the water through channels. Channels means we have to uniformly distribute the water. The second one is basin. Basin irrigation is that we just need to overcrowded or overflooded the crop or the field with water, like we use in paddy crops. Sprinkle for that we use perpendicular pipes, and the one pipe is just related to main pipeline, and we just make different pipes, and there is a nozzle on the upper part so that the water will come from them when we just start on the main pipeline. Now the drip irrigation means we just use the drop by very attractive to the weeds, so they will harm our crop, and also it is very poisonous for the human being. So when we talk about weeds, protection of weeds, there are further three methods which we can use. The first is mechanical method, chemical method, and biological method. Biological method. So when we talk about mechanical method, before sowing the seeds, we just use an instrument that is called as, you can say hoe and plough, that is used for the mechanical process. We just remove the weeds, and in generally manually we will take an hand, we just remove the weeds from our hand, from the upper roots of the crop. The chemical method is just the killing the insects, that is the process of weedicides. We just normally take by chemicals, we just spit out the chemicals so that the weeds should be removed. When we talk about biological, the enemies of weeds, we just open them and give them space so that feed the weeds and also destroy them. So there is some other processing also we can discuss with this. Now harvesting. Harvesting is the cutting and gathering the crops after they mature. Okay, we need to cut and gather the crops after they mature in our field, so that is harvesting. So there are some other terms also we can discuss here. Now the last step is storage. So that means the field is just harvested, we collect them, but before we have to do something, we have to store them properly so they will not be damaged. For this we can use any metallic container. On commercial purposes we can use gunny bags, because when we harvest them freshly, there is a moisture present in the crop, and that moisture will increase the fermentation in the crop, that will increase or obtaining their bacteria capability. So we have to dry them in the sun, and then we have to store them. So what we can do, we can use neem leaves, so that we can put them into the tanker. The second one, spray them after regular interval. Okay, and the third one is we need to look after hygiene. हमें hygiene का ध्यान रखना, look after hygiene. Now we will summarize the chapter. I will just make a chart so that you can just get to know that what we will read in this chapter and what we discuss in this video. So the first thing we will do, that is agriculture. What do you mean by agriculture? The cutting harvesting, and the last process is storage. So hope you guys, you will just indulge these kind of concepts in your mind, and hope you understand this chapter. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.